Australia ST, GST. What is the GST and what is GST or ST? And what is the difference between GST and GTE? Previous Australian student visa rule was GTE. Current rule is GST. So that is very popular question because currently visas are being refused, so much refused due to the unawareness of these two terms, GST, which is also called ST. So GST means genuine student test. So what is the genuine student test and what is the student test? ST means student test or genuine student test. Both are same words. Actually, what Australia want, I will tell you the whole story. During the GTE, genuine temporary entrance, previous law, which is finished now, Australia was calling that we will give the student visa on the basis of GTE, genuine temporary entrance. So what happened actually? Students writing SOP, statement of purpose, upon which 90% visa officer decide visa in reading SOP, statement of the purpose. So what happened? The visa officer told that you will tell us in GTE, then you will satisfy us that you will not stay here and you will come back to your home country and you will work in your own country and you will not stay in Australia after getting your education. So this was the objective of GTE. So what happened? All students started writing, yes, I will come back, I will study, I will do this course, and my primary destination is only, my primary objective is this course only which I am doing in Australia. I will complete this course and then I will go back to my own country. So I will not stay a single day in Australia. All people are writing. Now what the consultants, they have ready-made SOP, mean that they are just, I wrote my 150 to 200 SOPs, help students by different SOPs by searching students' hairs to the nails, full assessment, psychology, that what he wants. But the consultants were photocopy of SOP and some were, my photocopies were being used in the market and they were making SOP according to this copy and they were applying in Australian student visa. And what were the results? The results were that visas were coming and the officers were very happy. Officers think that all Pakistani students, all Indian students, all international students are writing that they will come back. The visa ratio was very good and visa officer actually was trained to follow the GTE law. So what is the GTE law? When the student will convince that he will come back from Australia and he will go to the India, he is coming from India, after completion of his education he will go back to India, after completion of education he will go back to Pakistan. So okay, you are entitled to give him visa conditionally, documents are complete. So now I am telling you very precious point. 99.9% students, they were writing in SOP that they will come back, but they are not coming back. I myself interviewed students. They had complete destination that they will stay in Australia. There was no even single student who is willing to come back. And there were two types of the student. One type of the student is that education, they want education, Australian education, and they are very serious in Australian education, but then they want to get the PR. Second students is that they are not interested in Australian education and they just want to go to Australia and they are searching any shortcut way and their age is less, they are little bit qualified as well, they can fulfill the requirement of the student. Some consultants told that you are very eligible for student visa and by this way you will be able to enter Australia, and they just want to enter Australia. What they do when they go to Australia, they just change the code first of all and they change the top university course or top college course, master degree course from the university or college or bachelor course into the diploma subclass 500, in which the fee is quite less. Then what happened? They normally they are not attending classes and something is going on between rat and cat race between immigration department and him, and they are definitely trying to get the PR by other way. So what is going on? This is the currently scenario due to the Australian government stop GT. They told 99.9% students are writing in SOP and they are convincing us that we will come back. but they will not come back. They are not coming back. So why we are letting them to speak lie? This is very important point which I am telling you. Why we are letting them to speak lie? They are lying and we are accepting, and we know, but in paper it is written, in our law it is written, they will go back. We know they will not come back, but we give him visa upon their statement. We are letting them, mean that we are telling you, speak this statement lie, we will give you visa. If you will not speak this lie, you will not give you visa. So it means they are telling, in other hands, they are motivating individuals to speak lie statement. So therefore, what is the current scenario? The Australian Immigration Department changed GTE into GST. Now, what is the GST? German Student Test. The difference between GTE and GST I am telling you. And if you will understand this, you have brilliant chance to get the Australian student visa. I will tell you the reasons also that why Australian visas are being refused in bulk in these days. Because a lot of consultants and a lot of the students are unaware of GST. So what is the GST? GST, they finished now that you need to tell that you will go back. They are telling, don't tell us that you will come back, because you are not coming back. You are not going back to your own country. If you want to stay in Australia, why you are telling lie? Tell us true that you are not going to go back. Don't write this sentence, because your past record of your country is telling your 99.9% candidates are not willing to go back, and they wrote in SOP that we will go back. So that is really a contradiction of your statements in SOP and contradiction of your practical stay, physical reaction, physical activity in Australia after 1 year, 2 years when you complete the education. So why you are writing? You just tell us one thing, that you had ties with your country, means you have relatives in your country, you have blood relations in your country, you have property in your country, you have some very good commitments in your country. You cannot leave completely in your own country. But if you want to stay after student, no problem, you can stay, you can have work permit, you can try your skills in Australia. But if you will be unsuccessful in that test of skilled work visa or work permit or bridging visa or different postgraduate work permit visa, if you will be failed, you need to go back to the country. You must have little ties, but don't say that I will complete education, I will go back. There is no even single student after completion of the education, he went back. He got bridging visa, he got work permit, he tried his best to get the PR, he tried his best to get the skilled worker visa, and he tried to get permanently stay. He tried to stay permanently in Australia. Some were successful, some were unsuccessful. According to GTE is that GST is that you need to tell your ties with your country, home country, that I will try my work also in Australia after education, but when I will be successful, then I will go back to home country. So this is the difference, and that's why when students write I will go back after education, they refuse. That is previous SOP. That is the statement of the purpose under GTE. Keep watching further rules of all immigration world, their analysis. Keep watching World Immigration News by Irfan. Thank you.